Welcome to Ranosaurus Fanboy Apocalypse II. My name is Torrance Davis. Let's get into it. Before I get on to the fanboy bullshit, I want to tell you something that's been pissing me off for a few weeks. Now, you guys remember way back when Santa Monica put out God of War 3. I think it was Ascension. And they had the trophy where it was bros versus hoes. I've complained about this several times, and the fact that Adam Sessler complained about it made that the majority of his video review. Got Santa Monica to change the trophy to something more SJW compliant. And it didn't make a lot of sense to me for several reasons. Number one, God of War is an adult game. People get maimed, destroyed. There's sex mini games in it. You can see titties and everything. But bros versus hoes, that was just no good for them because they were afraid that some fucking women were going to complain that they were calling women hoes. So they just fucking censored their own game. So pissed off about that. I will continue to be pissed off about that for eternity. Now we got Ubisoft puts out Watch Dogs, right? So Watch Dogs 2. And somebody accidentally killed a prostitute. And when she was lying on the ground, you could see that she had crotchless. It wasn't even crotchless panties. She had no panties on, and she had like a garter or something. Anyway, she didn't have any panties on, and they went through the effort to put a detailed vagina with hair and lips and everything. Something I don't think we've ever seen in a console game or video game ever before, like this. So, I mean, you've seen the GTA games where the men were anatomically correct, cock and balls, and they had breasts, but you never really see vaginas in these games. So Ubisoft did it. They went and they put a vagina in Watch Dogs 2. So guy takes a picture of this because he's blown away at the detail, and he posted it on Twitter, and I guess he may have posted it on his PlayStation account too. And Sony bans the guy, wrongfully bans the guy, because all he did was post an image of a game. Sony later realized their mistake and removed the ban. And then Ubisoft steps in and they censor the game. They take this vagina, I guess it's the clothing that that allows you to see the vagina. So if there's no clothing there, you can see the vagina. So they basically put panties on these prostitutes. They went back and they censored their own game in Watch Dogs 2. And they did this because they were afraid of the backlash they were going to get from the SJWs and the feminazis and stuff like that. That's why they did this. There's no other fucking reason to do this. I'm sure they didn't do this because they were worried that Sony was going to accidentally ban people for posting pictures of dead prostitutes with no panties on. No, that's not the issue. The issue is they're afraid that these fucking white knights are going to come after them and curse them out on Twitter and social media. So they went and they censored their own fucking game. Now here's the kicker. It's an adult game, M-rated, has adult content, violence, nudity, sexual situations, whatever, swears. It's an adult game, M-rated, made for adults. They put panties on these prostitutes so you can no longer see their vaginas, but they got naked men running around with their dicks out. So my whole thing is, I'd have more respect for Ubisoft if they went and they edited it, if they put underwear on all the naked dudes running around town. But no, they just did the women. This is fucking bullshit. This is why I'm getting the game for PC, and I'm waiting for a mod to remove those panties again to have the game back to the way it was originally intended. It's fucking bullshit. This is what's wrong with the industry. I can't stand this shit. You make a perfect game. You go out of your way to actually create a vagina in an NPC game character that we've never seen this shit before. We've never seen that. We've seen topless strip clubs. We've never seen full nude strip clubs in video games that I know of. It's always been topless, but never bottomless. This is something new. We've seen dicks before. GTA gave us dicks last generation. I guess a cock and balls is just funny to people. And no man is going to find it offensive that there's characters with cocks and balls in their video games. But a woman, a prostitute with no panties and her vagina can be seen with the hair and the lips and clitoris and the inner and outer labia, you put that in a game character, oh wait, we made a mistake, let's take it out. I mean, this game was in development for so many years. It went through QA. It passed QA. It passed everything. The execs at Ubisoft, they had to have known about the vagina. I mean, this is how these things work. They knew the vagina was in there. They knew the dicks were in there. And they gave, hey, it's okay. It's an M-rated game. Put it out there. And then these motherfuckers are going to come back and take that shit out. It's fucking bullshit. I feel like they're insulting my intelligence as an adult. You know, you wait all your life to get 21 so you can drink alcohol, go to strip clubs and do adult things, watch rated R movies, watch porn, whatever. And then these motherfuckers are insulting our intelligence by taking this shit out of the game that isn't meant for kids in the first place. And who gives a fuck if there's women out there that are pissed off about it? Who fucking cares? So this shit pisses me off. And this is the second time it's been done. I'm tired of this shit. It's another reason why I game on the PC. You can't fucking control me. You can't control PC gamers. If they want that shit in their game, they'll put it in. Even if the game didn't originally have it in there, they're going to put whatever the fuck they want. Look at Skyrim and look at the mods for Skyrim. Fucking gorgeous shit. Ubisoft's going to take something away that they put in because they're afraid of retaliation. Fuck you, Ubisoft. This is why I buy the PC shit. This is why I do mods. So I've been waiting to get that off my chest for weeks because it's been pissing me off. It's been pissing me the fuck off. And I kind of understand why Sony banned the guy, but it was kind of dumb because if you're Sony and you realize this actual image came from one of the video games running on your console, why the fuck would you ban the dude? Are you saying you're allowed to post pictures on PlayStation Network, but you aren't allowed to post pictures that include nude images? Is that anywhere in the terms of service? I'm sure if it was, he would still be banned. And then Ubisoft's like, oh, we need to change that. This is somebody got banned because of this. Nobody's ever going to get banned for posting a fucking dick, for posting cock and balls from Watch Dogs 2 pictures on PSN or the internet. Nobody's ever going to get banned for that shit. I'm tired of this bullshit. Now, as you guys know, for a long time, I've been avoiding any kind of fanboy confrontations. I don't follow fanboys on Twitter or social media anymore. I haven't been on N4G what it seems like for like 2 fucking years, maybe a year and a half, whatever. I've been on there a couple times, but I don't go to N4G anymore. It's not one of my pages that I go to. It used to be like the first page I opened every day was N4G. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with that site anymore. It was filled with fanboys, so I stayed away from it. I've been fanboy free for years. And I haven't even fallen off the wagon, to be truthful. But right now, I'm seeing a lot of shit because people that I'm following on Twitter, such as Ramu Death and other people, are retweeting stuff that these fanboys are saying. And I'm like, don't even repeat. I'm like, even if you find it entertaining, don't fucking retweet these motherfuckers, because when you retweet them and their name gets out there, they get bigger, they get stronger. They become more of a force in social media. I don't care if what they're repeating, if what they're tweeting is funny, if it's wrong, if it's offensive. The fact that you retweet it makes them stronger. I've said this many years ago. If you want to get rid of fanboys, take away their voice. And you take away their voice by not arguing with them, by not retweeting them, by not engaging with them. Block them out. Take them away from the equation. Because gaming would be a lot better without these fucking fanboys. Case in point, and I'm not even going to say the correct name, but the crappy gamer motherfucker. The gamer that's crap. Okay? Let me tell you something about fanboys in general, and this specifically is something that I know affects fanboys. I know I've been thinking about this shit, and I see some of the stuff that's being retweeted, and it's all clear to me. It's all clear, okay? I'm not a fanboy. I used to call myself I used to be a Sega fanboy, but was I really a Sega fanboy? I still enjoy games on other consoles. I hated other publishers, but I still bought their fucking shit. Was I really a fanboy? You know? I don't know. But even if I was a fanboy, if I truly was a Sega fanboy, I'm not anymore. There's no reason to be a fanboy. I love games. I want to play all the fucking games. I got all the shits, man. I got the Wii U. I got a Dreamcast. You know? I got a Sega Saturn. I got an Xbox 360. I got a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4, an Xbox One. I got a 3DS. I got a gaming PC. The reason why I have all these systems is because I love fucking games. And if there was something on a system that I wanted to play, I'd buy that system. If I wanted to play fucking Halo, I'd buy an Xbox. If I want to play Mario Brothers, I'd buy a Nintendo system. If I want to play Uncharted, I got a Sony system. If I want to play Sonic, I bought a Sega. That's just the way it was. And that's the way it's been my entire life. Don't ever fucking call me a fanboy, because I am not one. I will talk shit about Sony. I will talk shit about Nintendo. I will talk shit about Microsoft. I will talk shit about all the publishers. I don't give a flying fuck. But I'm still a complete gamer. Complete all the way. Even though I'm done with consoles after this generation, with good reason, I'm a complete gamer. That's it. I got all the shit. I can play all the exclusives. Exclusives have never, ever been... I've never been the gamer that sat back and said, oh, man, I wish I could play that game on my console. Fuck. No. If I didn't have the console, I had a friend that had the console that I didn't have, and I can go over to my friend's house and play that shit. That's what me and my cousin used to do. He had a Nintendo, I had a Sega Master System. I'd go over to his house, play his cool shit. He'd come over to my house, play my cool shit. And we both appreciated what was on the other consoles. We didn't diss the other consoles. We appreciated. I appreciated that NES had all those cool Capcom games. He appreciated that I had all these Sega Master System games that he had never seen before, like Black Belt, you know, and Alex Kidd in Wonderland and Rocky. Those games were unbelievable to him, just like Trojan and Kid Icarus and all that shit was unbelievable to me, you know. So that's where I'm at. Don't ever call me a fucking fanboy. But let me tell you something. What I've noticed, and I'm not just going to talk about Xbox and ponies or what the fuck ever. I'm talking about fanboys in general. But I'm specifically picking on Crap Gamer because I want to use him as my example. Here's what's wrong with Crap Gamer, okay? Crap Gamer and all other fanboys, I don't care how extreme they are or how low-key they are, fanboy is a fanboy. The reason why fanboys exist is because they are insecure. They are insecure with their life. They are insecure with the things they buy. And it gives them an ego boost to hate on other systems. This ego boost of hate comes from them gaining followers or finding other people that agree with them, okay? So let's take it back. So a person like Crap Gamer probably had no friends, got bullied, didn't have a girlfriend, didn't go to the prom, okay? He's a whole life worth of issues, okay, with this dude. So he discovers the internet and gaming. You know, we all go to gaming because gaming's something that we can enjoy on our own. We don't need the outside world. You know, we could just do it. It makes us feel good. We can save worlds. You know, we can save princesses. We can experience things that we see in the movies. It's great. We love gaming. Okay, that's why we game. However, people like Crap Gamer take it to another level because he's like, wait a minute, I can make videos on YouTube and lie about the competing system, and people will believe my lies and follow me and think I'm great, because those people that follow me don't have a voice, and they don't want to have a voice because they're severely insecure. But I was able to come out and make these videos. So they'll follow me and they'll be my friends and they'll cheer me on. And now I'll be something great because I wasn't anything great before. You know? So this is what he does. He knows he's lying. You know? He knows he's a fanboy, and he knows he's getting attention from all this. But not only is he getting attention from the people that love him and agree with his bullshit and believe his bullshit, all those fans, so-called fans he has, that have absolutely no reason to hate on the competing system. Nobody has. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care if you're PlayStation, Xbox. I don't care who the fuck you are, fanboy or no fanboy. None of y'all really have any reasons to hate on a system. You can nitpick about what Sony's doing. You can nitpick about what Microsoft's doing, but you don't really have a reason to hate. Just like this phone, a gaming system is a computer. It's a bunch of fucking parts. It's a CPU. It's got memory. It's got a graphics card. It's just an electronic piece of equipment. And some of the loyalty these fucks and you fucks out there show to these fucking pieces of electronics, it's disgusting to me. It's just really disgusting. So, you know, you got this crap gamer guy and you got all these followers and he's lying to these people and they're eating this shit up. Now he has become someone. Now he's a leader. He's made it in life. And he doesn't care if he has to lie. You know, he doesn't care if he has to bullshit. He doesn't care if he has to be offensive to other people. You know, he doesn't give a shit. He's got loyalty to this piece right here, to these electronics, to this metal and plastic and glass. He's got loyalty to that. And his fans are loyal to him. He's not loyal to his fans. He's going to keep lying to them and giving them misinformation as long as they'll eat it up. He doesn't care. He has no respect for his fans or anybody. He doesn't have respect for himself. Okay? And they're stupid enough to believe his bullshit because deep in their hearts, for the life of me, I can't figure out why, it's this thing to hate on the competing systems. Who the, like people, like sales, we use sales as a talking point. Let's talk the news. Well, here's the sales. Sony sold 50 million consoles. Yeah, people want to argue about that and hate on that. Who the fuck cares? Just because Sony sold 50 million consoles doesn't mean Microsoft is doomed. Microsoft is almost at 30 million. Who gives a fuck? As long as you can buy games for your console and Microsoft is still supporting it, you're fine. It doesn't matter how many Sony sells. And if you're a Sony person, as long as Sony keeps making the games you love and supporting your system, you should be happy. Don't sit here and fucking sneak diss on fucking Xbox. I see you Sony guys, fanboys and not fanboys, always sneak dissing Xbox. Like, what the fuck are you, like, you just had like the greatest fucking Sony event of all time, PSX 2016. You got all these games, all these sequels, all these remasters, all this cool shit coming out. Chloe's back, you know, all this dope shit. And you're still thinking about what Microsoft hasn't done or what Microsoft's doing. And you got to comment on that. Yeah, everybody's got freedom of speech and everybody has an opinion. But goddamn, sometimes you just need to keep your mouth shut because you sound fucking stupid and you sound insecure. Every time you got to bring up the competing system in a negative way that's uncalled for, it makes you look fucking insecure. And that's all you fanboys are, is you're insecure. Maybe for some of you it's entertaining. I get it. You're entertained by the whole idea of a console war. I get it. I understand that some of the shit is funny. Some of the shit that people say are funny. But goddamn, some of you take it to extreme levels. It's like, who the fuck hates on a fucking box filled with electronics? Who hates on this shit? I mean, I hate on iPhone, but not like fanboys do. If somebody asks me what phone to get, I'm going to say, well, the easiest phone to use is iPhone. It's kind of shady right now. I'd say that's on equal grounds with Android, but I'll tell you straight up, if I know who you are and I know you're not a technical person, I'll say get an iPhone. It's easy to use and the apps are pretty fun and this and that. I'll tell people to buy an iPhone. But a hater's going to be like, no, don't get an iPhone. Don't get it. Apple sucks. Here, get this Android. I'm not a hater. I have a lot of people that use phones, and I know what's good for them. If they ask me for advice, I'm going to give them advice. It's like, well, iPhone's kind of, it's a little bit easier. It's got more apps, blah, blah, blah. But right now, the best camera on the market's on the Pixel. If you're into photography, Android, once you learn how to use it, is super easy. You don't have some of the security issues that Apple has, blah, blah, blah. I can go back and forth. I'm being informative. I'm not being a hater. Fanboys are sick, and it's a sick fucking disease. You need to stop following these people. You need to stop retweeting them. You need to shut them down. We don't need that in our community. I don't even like seeing retweets of this shit. I don't care if it's PlayStation fanboy. I don't care if it's Xbox fanboy, Nintendo fanboy. I don't fucking give a shit. I don't care if it's a PC fanboy. I don't want to see it because that's not what I'm about. I want to be in a community where everybody likes all fucking games. And then there's this thing like about exclusive. People are still talking about exclusives. It's like, who the fuck? Maybe I don't give a fuck about exclusives because the reason why I bought each console was to play all the exclusives. So when a company releases more or less exclusives than the other, I don't give a shit because I can play every single one of them. I don't know. But people are constantly like, Sony's got more exclusive. Like, what the fuck are you telling me? Are you telling me that I should dump my Xbox and get a Sony because you're now on the internet? You're home early.
I just had to do the delivery.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to you in a minute.
You like
Yeah. So I'm just like, it's like, why even bother? Like, what? I just don't get it. Why there's all this, like, anytime I see any kind of hate, I know it's because people are insecure. I know that's what's going on. This is what I have discovered. I have no time for that bullshit. That is why I've stopped. I don't have the arguments I used to have about fanboy shit like sales and these exclusives. Like, oh my God, it has more exclusives. Like, if somebody wanted me to recommend a video game system to them, I never said, get that system because it has more exclusives. I asked them, well, what games do you like to play? Do you know about Halo? Do you know about Uncharted? What do you like playing? First-person shooters? Do you like RPGs, I know that PlayStation has more RPGs now. If somebody said, oh, I really like Japanese role-playing games, I'd say get a PlayStation 4. Well, I really like first-person shooters and online games. I'd say get an Xbox because the majority of Xbox exclusive have co-op online. So I'd say get an Xbox, What's your budget? Well, I don't want to spend that much. Well, then get a PlayStation 4 Slim. Oh, I got like $500. Get a PS4 Pro. I make a recommendation. I don't go out there and say, oh, get this system because it has more exclusives. That doesn't mean shit. Like, how many games can people afford a year? Like, as a gamer, how many games can you afford a year at $60? Are you buying one game a month? That's 12 times 60. That's $720, right? Are you spending $720 a year on games? I don't know. So don't tell me about how many exclusives the system has unless you're buying every single exclusive that's released a year. You buy the fuck what you want to buy. I'll buy the fuck what I want to buy. I don't give a fuck if a console only has 3 exclusives. If those 3 exclusives kick ass, guess what? I'm getting that console and I'll probably buy all 3 of those games. But don't try to sell me on the fact that one console has more exclusives than the others. As I told you earlier, I got all the shit. All the shit. I'm a complete real gamer. You can't say nothing to me. If you're a fanboy, you can't say a goddamn thing to me. Okay? And lastly, I want to talk about when to block people on Twitter. Okay? So, when somebody's annoying, you block them. If they keep coming at you with bullshit, you block them. I got into a conversation with Hard 8 Times on Twitter because he said that all indie games are shit. And I'm like, all indie games are shit. Yeah, I said, you need to be more of an open-minded gamer and at least try some of the stuff before you say that. This dude shut me down, called me a name, and then blocked me. So Hard 8 Times now, Hard 8 Times, he's known in the community. He puts up videos, people know him. But this dude did not want to have a cerebral conversation with me. He didn't want to have a conversation about gaming, probably because he couldn't. So instead of having a conversation with me, he chose to call me a name and block me. Like a typical asshole would. So this goes out to you, Hard 8 Times. I understand that you were too scared to have a conversation with me on Twitter, and that's why you blocked me. Well, I'm going to say it right here and now. You need to open your mind and be more of an open-minded gamer and less of an asshole. Fuck you. Peace out.